Hello everyone, welcome to all of you in CODE Tpoint. My name is Amit, and in this Python learning session, today we are going to discuss about keywords and identifier. So we are going to discuss today about what is a keywords and how to start writing the code about the keywords. What is identifier and how we can write the code about the identifier. So let's go and start it, guys. As you can see over the screen, the keywords are the reserved words inside the Python, which is used for either the initiate the variables, functions, class, or any kind of Python programming. Keywords are the, you can say reserved words inside the Python programming, which can be used to initiate, which can be used to understand some Python programmings. So these are the keywords basically help us to identify the different functioning structure of the Python. So let's go and start it. What are those keywords? So let's say we are going into Jupyter Notebook and let's start it one new notebook. It may be taking some time. Just wait for a while. Okay. I'm going to rename it keywords and identify keywords underscore identifier. I'm just giving the name. Okay. So let's go and check how to see those are the keywords inside the Python. So for that, what you need to do is we need to import one of the library called keyword. So I'm going to import this library keyword. Okay. So once we import this library into our local environment, so what will happen? It will not give any output. It means that is this library has been imported into your local environment. Local environment means which is your IDE. Okay. So if it is giving some error, it means that is your library has been not imported properly. In that cases, you need to install once again, and then you need to import your library. Okay. So in this cases, what you can say, we have imported this library. Now let's go and use some of the function of this library. So one of the function of this library is kwlist. Okay. So this is the function we are going to use. And if I'm keeping this entire syntax into the print statement and execute this piece of the code, then you can say this is a exhaustive list of the keyword which is inside the Python. So that means these are the keywords which is used for Python programmings and the reserve for Python functioning and the syntax. So let's say if I'm just picking one of the keyword, for example, I'm just picking one of the keyword called, let's say, false, or maybe true, or maybe finally, or maybe import. So these are the function you can say, like import. Recent just now we use import keyword. We have also used true and false in the form of Boolean, and similarly we will use these keywords when we start learning, or when we start learning more sessions into this tutorial. So I hope you will be able to understand what is keywords. Again, I'm repeating my statement. Keywords are the reserved words inside the Python which is used for Python programming for different functionings. Okay. So you can say this is a keywords. Now let's go back to slide. So what is saying there is one more statement inside this keyword. One more statement I have written over there, that these keywords cannot be used for identifier. Since we are going to study identifier here in this tutorial. So what is identifier? So you can say, as the name suggested, it is used to initiate the variable, function, class, etc. in Python. As the name suggested of identifier, it is used to create or initiate variables, function, class, or any other programming inside Python. Alright, so that means there are certain rules which we need to keep or which we need to validate while creating variables, creating functions, and creating class. So those are the rules that we need to go through that. The first rule is, by using above keywords just now which we discussed, by using those keywords, we cannot initiate variables. It means we cannot use those variable just to initiate the variable. Okay, so let's go and test it out, this first condition. So I'm going to use one of the keyword just to initiate the variable. So let's say I'm going to use true and equal to, let's say true equal to, I'm going to write, let's say I'm writing true. In this case, I'm printing true. See what is happening? It is saying cannot assign to true. That means we cannot assign any values to these keywords, or we cannot initiate a variable with the name of these keywords. Okay. Similarly, you can test for other keywords. Let's say I'm going to test one more keywords over here. So just now I'm just picking up any one, like let's say I'm just picking while. Okay. And while equal to, let's say I'm writing 100 and print while. Okay. So it is saying invalid syntax, correct? So that means we cannot initiate a variable with the name of keywords. Now, second rule is saying it can only start with character or underscore. So that means we can initiate a variable with character or underscore only. So let's go and do it. So I'm going to start with, let's say a variable name is a, which is a character, or so you can say either we can create a variable. Let's say I just created a variable called a equal to 10. So that means if I do the print a, we will get the output. Okay. Similarly, if we start or initiate with variable with underscore, let's say I start with underscore equal to, let's say 100. And if I just print underscore, what it will give us? Will give us 100. Okay. So either it can start with character or underscore, or the combination of both, All right. Now, third condition is it cannot start with number or any other special characters. So let's say I'm going to start with any variable called number. So it is, let's say 1a, and then I created 100. And if I'm going to print 1a and see what it is giving, it is giving us invalid syntax literals, correct? Similarly, if I use any special character, so let's say apart from underscore, if I'm taking any other special character, call at the rate, let's say b equal to Python. And if I'm going to use print function @b, so what it is giving? It is saying invalid syntax again. So that means we have validated and tested all those criteria. So I hope you have understand these are the conditions, what are the keywords, and what are the identifiers. So hope you will enjoy these sessions. If any queries, feel free to just post your query and I will try to respond it. Thank you guys. Thank you once again.